Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another roster reveal. So today is the 1st of March and we are revealing March's roster. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Shannon and I'm cabin crew for a UK based airline, flies internationally, and every single month I come on here and reveal my roster. I also go back and tell you if anything changed over the last month, and we also have a bidding system where we get to have a little bit of a say in the trips that we have each month, so I'll also tell you what my bids are for this month as well. Before we get started though, apologies for the state of me. I've clearly just jumped out of the shower, nice fresh faced. My time management skills recently have been crap, absolutely crap, which is why I've missed a couple videos this month, so I am really sorry. But today is the one day between the beginning of March and obviously the end of February, but I literally got home from Krakow yesterday, so I'm having to squeeze this in. I was in Krakow for 4 days, so this hair needed a wash, so you are getting a very fresh-faced me today. So apologies for that. But anyway, let's just get started, shall we? So last month, obviously, was February, and it was a very short, quick month. Not much was happening last month. I literally had 4 days of available days and I had a New Orleans. So if you have me on Instagram, then you will know that my New Orleans stayed the same. I was able to take Ryan on the trip with me. We vlogged it all, so that'll be coming very soon. Apologies that didn't come to you earlier on this week. I just, like I said, do have the crappiest time management skills at the minute. I'm not being very organised, but I'm sorting it out. I've got the whole week this week to sort it out, so I will fix that. But that vlog will be coming next week, so you don't have to wait too much longer for it. We did have a really nice time and it was so smooth. We literally did everything. We fit in as much as we possibly could in the 48 hours that we had there, and we took you with us on the whole trip, so yeah, you'll get to see that next week. Hopefully you guys really enjoy it. Also, like I said, I had 4 days of available days in February that could have changed to literally anything. They did change. So my first day changed to an airport standby day, so I basically had to drive up to Heathrow, sit there and wait to be called or not be called, and then drive home, which is exactly what I did because I wasn't called at all. So I drove all the way there, didn't get called, drove all the way back. And then when I got home at like 1 AM, I see my roster change for the next day. So my next day of available days had then changed to a home standby, which meant I had to sit here and wait to be called, which is actually more stressful because I could get called at any point. I was sat there with my hair in a bun all day, and it was literally from the hours of like, I think it was like 1 o'clock till 9 o'clock. So that's a whole 8 hours of sitting around doing nothing, which sounds really great because you could do whatever, but you actually can't. I currently live at a minimum a 2-hour drive away from Heathrow, and they can give you 2.5 hours to get in at the minimum. So basically, if they were going to call me out, it was a bit of a rush for me to sort my stuff out and get in the car and go. So I knew that I couldn't go very far. I was just waiting around. They didn't call me, so I was waiting around the whole day. My next day then changed to home standby again, so I was waiting around all day again, but I did actually get called, and I got called for a there and back, funnily enough, to Krakow, which is hilarious because obviously, as you know, if you have me on Instagram, and like I just said, I got home from Krakow myself, my own trip, literally yesterday, so kind of strange. But I literally did that there and back, and then my next day, believe it or not, changed to a home standby day again. But I wasn't called. There wasn't much they could call me for on that day because it was my last day of availables. So didn't get called, was waiting around all day again, and that was actually on Valentine's Day, so that was nice. But it was fine. It could have been a whole lot worse, I guess. And that's all the changes that happened in February. So moving on to March's roster. As always, I'm going to go and share with you what my bids were for the month. Recently, I have found that doing literally one bid for the month is really good. I usually get it. So I've kind of stuck with that this month. So let me move over so I can show you my pretty picture. So yeah, like I said, one singular bid for the month seems to be working. I usually get that one bid. Normally, if I put in a numerous amount of bids, I sometimes don't get any of them. Sometimes I'll get one, but it won't be like the one that I really wanted. So I've just been bidding for one thing every single month, and it's been working out for me. So I stuck with that. And I actually have a friend that is flying somewhere in March, and I really wanted to be on her flight with her. So that was my bid for this month. And she is going to Johannesburg. So I bidded for Johannesburg. I've also never been there, so it was kind of good for me to get a new destination in. And if you watch all my roster reveals, then recently I said that I've been doing like 2 new destinations every month. and I kind of want to keep it up. I couldn't get her flight out there because that's my part-time week, but a flight home I was available for. So I put in a bid for her flight home, but it obviously still means that I get to go out there just before that, spend a trip in Johannesburg, and then hopefully I'll be on her flight home, as long as she gets no cancellations or delays, or she might even decide she wants to stay out there, who knows. But that was my one singular bid for this month, just to Johannesburg, and it was obviously on a certain day so that I could match her trip. So let's see if I got it. My roster for March starts off with a brand new destination. It's not the one I bidded for. It is a Barbados, which I'm actually really excited about. It's a 3-day trip, so I don't even know if we get 24 hours there. I think it looks like it's going to be less, but really exciting. I believe the hotel that we stay in is an all-inclusive hotel, and I don't think there's much to do there. Have some drinks maybe in an evening and eat lots of food there and spend time at the beach and things, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a trip where I get to go out and explore all that much, which is annoying because we obviously know that I love to venture out. I have had a look actually, and it looks like there's some snorkeling that you can do just down the coast from where we stay, so maybe I'll try that. I don't know. But very excited for the fact that I've got a Barbados. I've done a Bermuda and I really loved it, so hopefully Barbados is the same. I've heard the flights are difficult. Obviously it's a holiday destination, so it's going to be quite a hard trip, but hopefully get some sun, get some vitamin D, spend some time by the beach. That should be really nice. Moving on then to my second trip in March, and would you believe it? I've got another Barbados. I've worked as cabin crew for over 2 years now and never had a Barbados, and now I get 2 in the same month. I don't know how that happens. It's literally the same flight, same hours, same time, everything. I'm actually trying to get it swapped because as much as Barbados sounds lovely, I want to explore as many destinations as possible. So I want to try and get somewhere new that I haven't been to, but I don't know if that will work. So maybe I'll go to Barbados twice in March. Maybe I'll change it to something different. But as always, I will let you know in the following roster. So in April's roster, you will know if that changes. But also if you have me on Instagram, then you'll know if it changes sooner because I'll probably put it on there. Either way, having 2 trips to Barbados in 1 month, that is not bad going. After that, I've got a little bit of short haul. So my next block of work is just 2 days. So on the first day, I have a there and back to Iceland, which I would say is great because I've never actually been there. So it's technically a new destination, but I don't get off at the other end. I literally go, turn around, come back. And then the second day, I am doing another there and back, but it's to Paphos in Cyprus. Again, lovely place. I went there a few times as a kid. I'd love to be getting off at the other end, but I'm not. Just turn around and come home. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I am trying to change it. Like I said, I live a good 2.5 hours, potentially even 3 if the M25 hates me that day, away from the airport. So ideally I don't want to be driving down one day after the other, which is why I much prefer doing a long haul trip because I don't have to spend as much on petrol or hotels. Sometimes if I can't get it swapped, then I will stay in a hotel down there, which is probably what I'll do for these trips if I can't swap them, but I am trying to swap them. So if I can change it to something where I get to stay down route, I'll obviously let you know in April's roster. And then finally, we have a bid achieved. And you obviously know what that is because I did 1 bid this month, and that means we're going to a new destination. I have a trip to Johannesburg. It's a 5-day trip, and I think it means I get like most of the first day, a whole clear day, and then I don't leave until about 5 p.m. on the last day. So it's well over 48 hours, so plenty of time to explore. And then that also means I get to be on my friend's flight home, which would be really nice. It means I can support her. I think she'd much rather me being on her flight on the way out there, but can't do anything about my part-time week, unfortunately. So at least I can support her on the way home. And also it means I get to do a safari. I need to book it actually. I'd really love to take somebody on this trip with me, and I really hope that I would get a buddy bid for it. Me and Holly actually tried to bid for the same trip so that she could come with me and we could do a safari and something, but she's had no luck. She didn't get the trip, so she's been trying to swap it, but she's been out of luck thus far. So we'll see if it changes. Hopefully we can do it together. Either way, I am going to try and do a safari. There's lots that crew recommend. I'm sure more crew would join me. If not, I'm happy to go on my own. I would love to bring somebody on the trip with me, but these flights are so busy, it'd be just too stressful to bring somebody, especially as it's still sort of in their summer season, which means the flights are very, very busy. But yeah, really excited about that one. To go 2 years, over 2 years without a Johannesburg on their roster is pretty impressive, especially as I'm 380 trained and that's the aircraft that flies to Johannesburg currently. So yeah, it's a bit crazy that I haven't been before, but I'm very grateful to be going now. I'm very grateful to be on Abby's flight home and looking forward to doing a safari. I'll obviously definitely bring you on the safari trip with me if I do go on one, which I'm sure I will. So you've got that vlog to look forward to. And that is the last block of work for March. So we've got 2 brand new destinations, Barbados and Johannesburg this month. So we're ticking off all the destinations this year. It's been a really great start to 2025 of all the new destinations. So really happy about that. Unless I change one of the Barbados trips, then I will definitely take my camera on at least one of them. I would like to try and do something in Barbados and try and film it for you guys. So hopefully we'll get a vlog for that, but you will definitely be getting a vlog from Johannesburg, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, I feel like it's a good month. We've got a fair amount of long haul in there, tiny little bit of short haul, nice little mixture of everything. No available, no standby, so we'll take that. They're the worst to see on a roster. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be a good month and enough to take you with me on a few vlogs, so you can look forward to those. But yeah, that is my roster reveal complete. If anything changes, I will obviously let you know in April's roster reveal. But for now, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.